Hey, Primal Punch here with a little more on the hand conditioning and mental aspects of fighting. Alright? I'm going to put those two together. The fellow from Sweden, Torem CT, T-O-R-E-M-C-T, requested these, and I feel like why not put them together? Hand conditioning and mental conditioning, sort of. So these are exercises I've done before, but I'm going to put them out again so you don't have to root back through my archives there. Alright? This is a really good one for developing the tail end of the snap in a power punch. You've got a stick, a hammer, you know, whatever you've got, some kind of weight that's going to be out in front of you, and you can bring it up. See? Just bring that sucker up. Go as fast as is comfortable, you know, go ahead and bring that up, and you can go ahead and do that. It's sort of an upside down teardrop, and this works a wide range of those forearm muscles, okay? This is a really excellent exercise. I'll go ahead and even her back out here. Go ahead and try those out. You really won't regret it. And there's two ways that you can work the opposite side of your forearm. This exercise you'll feel along the front. Now the back, you can do it this way. You know, the same exercise, just with the stick behind you. Or, my personal, how I like it, is like this. I'll have the stick up and just do the circles this way. You see? No problems. And you can just do it this way too. This is all part of the whole little blacksmith workout. So there's a couple of good ones for hand conditioning, all right? Because I'm a firm believer in conditioning the muscles around the bones of the hands before you want to start conditioning the bones, okay? Protect yourself. You want to be able to have your hands be supple and graceful, and you know, able to do any number of things later on in life. You don't want to end up crippled. And these are the kind of things that you won't notice until later, when your hands just don't work right, you know. So go at a safe pace, small injuries to build up. Alright? Incremental gain. So there's a couple of good exercises. Now, on fighting. Alright? Here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, because there's no reference. There's no point of reference for a lot of people. Most people, their fight experience is in a safe place. And when I say safe place, that's even the boxing ring or the cage. That is safe compared to out here in the world. Out here, there's no referee. There's no cornerman. You know, there's no one to watch your back. So you have to be your own tail man. You got to watch your own six, and you've got to have the mindset that the other person will kill you. Okay? Now, a good way to start to develop that mindset is, if you have a sparring partner or you work on a heavy bag, you shadow box. Imagine you're up against someone, and imagine that they have a hold of your neck, and that they are now twisting and squeezing, and your vertebrae are separating, and they're going to snap your spinal cord. Alright? Your spinal cord's going to get severed. Or imagine some other kind of injury with a knife or with fists that causes you a little bit of a panic reaction or a fear reaction. You'll have to utilize your imagination. But carry that mindset, okay? Imagine that, and then shadow box. Shadow box or spar accordingly, alright? But then use your ability to reason to control your adrenaline flow, okay? You can control the flow of adrenaline. It doesn't have to be an instant dump. It can be a flow, and it can last you longer and longer and longer. It's possible. So if you look at the other little exercises that I had on managing the fear response, you know, managing the physical response to fear, where instead of eyes open, hands flat, knees watery, ready to run, close your fists, make fists, squint your eyes and turn toward the threat. Turn toward it, okay? This is a beginning. It is a beginning. When you control that physical response, you begin to control the physiological response. That part that we would think, oh, this is an automatic response. You can control it. You do not want to lose that response, though. That adrenaline is super important, okay? Adrenaline and fear, when you put those together, sharpens our senses, speeds up our reflexes, increases our sensitivity to stimuli, so we can react more quickly. Helps to desensitize us from pain. It also will help control bleeding. You know, so there's just any number of reasons why our fear response is important, but controlling it is too. It's what sets us apart. So you can utilize it in a cold and efficient manner, because the man who can allow the fear response, or the person who allows the fear response, okay, who has that adrenaline flow but who can use it, is a very, very powerful fighter, a very powerful individual when it comes to a fight. To have that strength but to use it effectively is what we should all strive for in a bad situation. So I would like you to consider that, alright, what I've talked about here, and just go ahead and think of that bad thing, alright? Get your mental state ready so that when a bad situation happens, you don't freeze up, okay? Your adrenaline flows and you're ready. You react. You fight or you run. You do one or the other, you know? Sometimes maybe you'll do a mix of both with multiple attackers. It sort of is a mix of both. You got to keep moving, don't get surrounded. But that's another video. I'd like you to consider the fact that fear is your friend. Fear is not an enemy. It is your friend. It is one of the most basic of responses. It's down there and it exists for a reason. It's a survival instinct. So, make your hands hard, punch hard, and be hard. And thanks for coming by.